Good evening, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome you all to the opening ceremony for our 15th Middle School RSHM Sports Festival. I apologise for the delay in starting, but you will note on the stage that our guest speaker has been slightly delayed. He is just about to join us. But in the interest of time, I thought I would begin to talk to you, and then we can pause for Mr. De Rossi when he joins us. Okay. It is a tremendous pleasure to welcome the sisters of the RSHM, to welcome students, faculty and staff from schools of the RSHM all over the world to celebrate this sports festival here in Rome. The sports festival started in 2004. How many people in this audience were not born in 2004? Not born in 2004, the majority. So our sports festival started in our wonderful school in Lisbon in Portugal. That was the first festival. And it has continued to be hosted year after year at one of our schools. When the festival was conceived, it was thought that having an opportunity to come together and share our internationality as RSHM schools was something very much to be desired. And so at that time, we as school communities were in pursuit of connectivity. And just to allow us to think how on the button Marymount and the RSHM schools always have been. In 2004, we have a world, a global community that is really beginning to focus on connection. It's the year of the launch of Facebook. It's the year of the launch of the iPod, the year of Bluetooth. So all of these pieces that you now take for granted, that we now take for granted, were just coming into being in 2004. I think we have to give our guest speaker a big round of applause. Oh. You're very welcome. Okay. In 2004 as well, you have to settle now and hear my words of wisdom for 2 to 3 more minutes, and then I shall pass over, okay? In 2004 as well, I thought it worth noting that 10 countries joined the European Union. So it was a moment of expansion in Europe, where the political federation, the economic federation, was growing to its maximum point. Now with Brexit happening 15 years later, although Brexit marks a dissolution of that union at some level, we have had many wonderful conversations about the power of a union of this sort to grow and sustain peace. We know that in sport, we have an opportunity as an international group of schools to foster our internationality. And we also recognize that through the competitive and non-competitive playing of sport, we build the skill set to become stronger diplomats. In a Marymount context, this is a spiritual diplomat, to borrow the phrase of Mother Rita Rowley. And this week allows us to focus on our school communities as centres of Religious of Sacred Heart of Mary internationality, people for peace, partners in a global citizenship which grows community and fosters sustainability. I hope that we all have a wonderful week connecting with one another, getting to know the delegations from each of the schools, enjoying the cultural exchange that is an inevitable part of a wonderful festival of this sort. You are very welcome to Rome. If you are already from Rome, you are very welcome to the festival. And I hope we all have a wonderful 15th RSHM Middle School Sports Festival. Thank you.
Please join us in welcoming all of the participating schools to the 2019 RSHM Sports Festival. Please stand up when your country is called.
From Colombia, Marymount, Bogota, and Marymount School, Medellin.
From France, Marymount International School, Paris.
From Mexico, Marymount School, Cuernavaca.
From Portugal, Colegio do Sagrado Coração de Maria, Fátima. Colegio do Sagrado Coração de Maria, Lisboa. Colegio de Nossa Senhora do Rosário, Porto.
From the United Kingdom, Marymount International School, London.
From the United States of America, Marymount School of New York.
From Italy, Istituto Marymount, Rome.
Marymount. And also Marymount International School, Rome. I would like to invite Carmen Pos Lopez to the podium.
In a game which is increasingly being dominated by money instead of passion, Daniele De Rossi stands out as a shining star who has dedicated his entire playing career to the club he loves, AS Roma. He is unanimously considered to be one of the greatest midfielders of his generation, continuing to perform at an elite level with his club, as well as having represented Italy in international games until 2017. It was with his country that he received the greatest accolade of his career, winning the World Cup in 2006, converting a penalty in the final against France, and playing a pivotal role throughout the tournament. With Roma, he has won two Coppa Italia and an Italian Super Cup, contributing essential goals throughout the years, with one of the most important being the second goal in the historic 3-0 victory over Barcelona last year. He is perhaps best known for his selfless role on the pitch, tackling hard but fair, and, even at the age of 35, he is often one of the players who runs the most, always putting his body on the line for the team. From his deep-lying role on the pitch, like an additional defender, at the same time being able to create chances, and always seeming to come up with important goals in big games, determination, dedication, and sacrifice are just some of the characteristics that he displays each time he puts on the Roma jersey. De Rossi is an exemplary person on and off the pitch, who reflects all of these traits, and we are honored for him to be at our school to inaugurate this sports festival. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Daniele De Rossi.
Come faccio? Come facciamo?
Tu parli.
Sì, lo so, però dico ogni quanto mi fermo.
Magari non troppo. Perché...
Dammi un colpo, dammi un colpo. Buonasera a tutti, scusate. Organizziamo la traduzione. Allora, è veramente un onore per me stare qui.
It's an honor for me to be here tonight with all of you.
Vi invidio perché mi sarebbe piaciuto tanto partecipare a un evento del genere quando avevo la vostra età, perché è veramente una cosa grande, fatta per i bambini, per insegnare proprio a voi che valori possa trasmettere lo sport, tutti gli sport in generale, ma soprattutto quelli di squadra, secondo me.
I envy you because it's really, I understand how it's an honor to participate in an event like this because it teaches you many values, especially the values that relate to sports and activities for children in all schools around the world.
Il consiglio che posso darvi è di godervi questa avventura al 100%, secondo dopo secondo. Io ormai ho 35, quasi 36 anni, ma ancora ricordo perfettamente ogni minuto dei miei primi tornei che facevo giocando a calcio giovanile con la Roma, e parlo di 20 anni fa, forse 22 anni fa, ed è veramente qualcosa che vi rimarrà sempre dentro, al di là del lavoro che farete, al di là del fatto che poi lo sport lo facciate come lavoro, come ho fatto io, o che magari resti un hobby e una passione.
I advise you to enjoy every second of it, every minute of it, because I still remember the first few matches I played, even for Roma, when I started playing soccer, And even if it may not become a profession or a job, it still is a very important hobby to have, and you must enjoy and value every moment of it.
L'ultimo consiglio che posso sentirmi di dare è di vivere questa manifestazione assolutamente con competitività, perché poi lo sport è anche quello, ma di guardarvi negli occhi e scoprire quello che offre, quello che è più distante da noi, no? Ogni nazione, ogni stato, ogni religione, ogni colore, perché vi servirà per il futuro quando crescerete e uscirete da queste scuole meravigliose, però vi rimarrà un grande insegnamento sul come si vive insieme agli altri.
And lastly, I advise you to enjoy every competitive aspect that this festival offers, as well as appreciating the cultural diversity that it brings, respecting every nation and every different flag that is present with us today, because that is something that has to be valued as well.
Vi ringrazio davvero per avermi invitato, vi auguro di divertirvi, che vinca il migliore, però godetevi veramente questa bella manifestazione e grazie al mio grande interprete.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of Marymount International School, we would like to express our gratitude and thanks for your inspiring words and presence with us this afternoon.
I now call our representatives from each school to read the closing prayer in different languages. You can find the English translation in your program.
As we begin our prayer, let us take a moment to place ourselves in the presence of God. Holy God, source of all that is good, we turn to you with confidence, asking your blessing upon our sports festival.
We call upon our founders, Père Gaillac and Mère Saint John, and all the RSHM sisters who have come before us to intercede on our behalf, that we may follow in their footsteps, using our talents to give you glory.
Ti ringraziamo, Signore, per tutte le tue benedizioni, in particolare per la grazia di questa opportunità di essere qui riuniti come parte del RSHM Global Network.
Grazie per questo festival, per questa possibilità di investire del tempo nello sport, sviluppo comunitario e crescita personale, condivisa con gli studenti del RSHM venuti da diverse parti del mondo. Grazie per il prezioso dono dell'internazionalità che è il fulcro del RSHM Network of Schools.
Guíanos, Señor, a través de nuestros juegos esta semana para ser testigos de tu amor.
Ayúdanos a poner el mismo esfuerzo en ti como lo pondremos en nuestras competencias, recordando tu mandato de amar a Dios y a los demás.
Recordándonos que estamos llamados a poner nuestros mejores esfuerzos para terminar la carrera mientras cuidamos a los demás en el camino.
Que possamos competir de maneira justa, mostrar gentileza um com o outro, realizando o nosso melhor. Mantenham-nos seguros enquanto competimos, para que possamos deixar nossas escolas orgulhosas.
Participamos para trazer o melhor um ao outro, mostrando esportividade e honra em tudo o que fazemos.
Envie o Espírito Santo sobre nós, para que possamos abrir nossos corações ao dom e habilidades do outro, buscando fazer novos amigos, esforçando-se para entender diferentes culturas, assim construindo unidade em nossa diversidade.
En nous rassemblant ici, aujourd'hui, n'oublions pas un enfant qui souffre dans le monde entier, les pauvres et les marginalisés de nos propres communautés, et ceux du ministre RSHM à travers le monde entier. Laissez toujours faire l'expérience de votre amour et de votre prédiction, alors que nous cherchons à deviner des jeunes et des hommes et des femmes avec un cœur à servir. Puissons-nous toujours nos efforts de partager votre mission d'apporter la vie et la justice à tous. Amen.
To conclude our ceremony, I would like to invite all tournament participants to stand and say together the athletic oath of sportsmanship found in your program. In the name of all competitors, I promise that we shall take part in these games, respecting and abiding by the rules that govern them, in the true spirit of sportsmanship, for the glory of the sport and the honor of our teams. Please be seated. Now I would like to welcome the secondary school principal, Mrs. Mingazzini, to the podium.
Thank you, Alino. I wish to thank you all for this wonderful ceremony and to welcome you again on behalf of Marymount Secondary School and the entire Marymount community. Special thanks go to Mr. De Rossi for his inspiring talk and to our senior Riccardo Mancini, who helped with the translation. It was really a last-minute request. And to all those who worked very hard to make this event and the competition possible. First of all, the RSHM sisters, whom I greet warmly. Without them, we would not be here today. Our heads of school, who meet regularly every year to tighten the relationships amongst the different schools. Our tournament director, Ms. Karen Valentini, for her tireless work to organize the competition. And you, the athletes, the delegations, especially those who traveled extensively, who come from far away to celebrate our commitment to internationality and to sport. Sport plays an essential role in a child's education, and the RSHM Sports Festival embeds the values of athletic competition. Integrity, being true to ourselves, to each other, to our world. Companionship, the gentleness to befriend and to accompany, to support. And respect, as an appreciation of the diversity of peoples, cultures, beliefs, and languages. In the week ahead, I encourage and I invite all the athletes to have a winning spirit, without losing sight, though, of the values that I've just mentioned: integrity, companionship, and respect. Because these are the ideals of athletic competition, and through them, we encourage our athletes to affirm their personal growth and create unity through diversity, which are the values of an RSHM education. Thank you very much. I invite now the delegations to go on a tour. The Marymount students who have been assigned, you can now start proceeding out. And I invite...
You just need to thank Mr. De Rossi.
Again?
He's leaving.
Okay. Mr. De Rossi is now leaving, so we just thank him again. And I invite our guests our coaches, our honorable guests to join us for a reception right in front of the villa. Thank you.